Greetings, everyone, and welcome to our workshop, Flip the Script and Rewrite Your Cultural Narrative. My name is Terri Bailey, and I am the founder of Bailey Learning and Arts Collective and the Queen's Room. And I developed this workshop to address the negative narratives and descriptions that we say about ourselves on a regular basis. And it is my hope today that you will gain the ability to rewrite that narrative, that you will take into your routine some of the tools that I'm going to offer you today to help you not only get through your day-to-day existence where we are bombarded with negative descriptions, negative feelings about ourselves, horrible situations, especially in this time of COVID and Black Lives Matter. Hopefully these tools will help you be able to deal with some of that stress. And so I want to just take a second and thank Brandon and Story GNV for inviting me to participate today. On the screen, you see everyone who I love and who is dear to me. My husband, Turbado, my daughter, Aaliyah, and my whole family. Those are the people who are near and dear to my heart, and I always shout them out. I want to just tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a former high school dropout who has been in school ever since I quit. I got a GED and a clerk typist certificate from the Atlanta Job Corps Center, a BS, Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education from the Great Bethune-Cookman University, an MA in Creative Writing and English from Southern New Hampshire University. I was recently admitted into the UF Women, Gender, and Sexuality Studies Master's Program, and I am a certified EFT, TFT practitioner and life coach. Enrolled in Women's Empowerment Coach Certificate Program. And I do all of those things because I'm a lover of people. I love to help people. I love to organize my community. I love to continuously work on myself to grow and become better. And I really want to reach out and get people around me to do the same thing. Who I am and what I do are two totally different things. And that stands to reason for you as well. So on the screen, you see I'm a Yaya, which is a priest in the West African religion. Palo Mayombe. I'm an Apetibi Ifa, which means I assist the priest as I train to become a priest, an Orisha priest. I'm a writer, a spoken word activist, writing to heal facilitator, community organizer, community educator, women's health advocate, and a women's empowerment coach. I got my foundation for self-love, advocacy, and healing through the three organizations that you see on the screen: the National Black Women's Health Project, the Feminist Women's Health Centers, and Sister Love. That is where I learned about self-help, self-love, healing, the struggles of Black women. And I took those lessons, I took them to heart, and I began to reach out and love on my friends and my family to try to help them become more empowered too. I'm not always Susie Sunshine, Susie Perfect. I'm not always in a great mood, but some of the lessons that I learned working with those organizations helped me get back to myself, learn to celebrate and love myself, and learn a process by which I can help other people do the same thing. Started two organizations, the Bailey Learning and Arts Collective, and you see our mission there. We offer all kinds of things: art exhibits, parades, markets, learning workshops, community organizing events. And our newest program is the Queen's Room Women's Empowerment Group and Virtual She Shed. We offer self-care plan development, writing to heal workshops such as this one, focused tapping sessions, and other resources. In this case, the she is for self-love, healing, and empowerment. Now, throughout my life, I've been through some serious things, and I don't have to go through them all. You see them floating around on the screen up here. And I used to hold on to the narrative that I was a victim of this. I was an absolute victim of it. Every time I told my story in order to help empower other people, to give people a chance to see something they can relate to or see themselves, and see how I came through it. I talked about I was a victim of it. And it took a minute, but I realized that every time I took on that victim role and described myself as a victim, I became my own worst oppressor. So I started, this was like my journey into changing my language, changing my how I viewed myself. And so now, instead of saying I'm a victim, I say I'm a survivor and a warrior fighting for my life and for the lives of others. So throughout every struggle and triumph, throughout every share of my story, I use my words to improve my life. I realized that my words had power, that my voice had power, and that my narrative was actually important. My story is important. And it is not only important to me, but again, it is important to those around you. One of the things that we learned at the National Black Women's Health Project was that your story can help improve and empower another woman or another person. Before I go any further, when I first did the story GNV last year, there was a wonderful woman named Sarah Kate Wilder there who talked about, of course, the importance of your narrative, but she said something that stuck with me. And that was, who has ownership of your story? Who do you let influence your story? And so even though I had already created this Writing to Heal workshop, I considered that question and I began asking the participants that question. And so as we move through this workshop tonight, I want you to be thinking about that too. Writing, journaling, and learning how to share your story is a beautiful, beautiful tool. My favorite writer is Octavia Butler, and she too believed in the power of the word. If you've ever read any of her work, she's powerful. Her descriptions of people, places, and events that have not taken place, that live in her mind, are just right now spot on. People cannot believe how closely related her book, Parable of the Sower, is to what we are experiencing right now in the midst of COVID. Anyway, Miss Octavia, it said that she literally wrote her success as a writer into existence through her daily journaling. And if you look at the background, you can see some of the things that she wrote down every day. And these things came to fruition. She's a very well known sci-fi writer who did not really get her flowers, as we say, and her recognition during her lifetime. She died unexpectedly a few years ago in a car accident. But since then, people can't stop talking about her. She wrote into existence the fact that she was going to go from being a Black sci-fi writer to being recognized as a best sci-fi writer. So let's take a few minutes right now and use some of these same techniques to create our personal narrative, to replace negative narratives that you may have taken on, and to learn how to celebrate yourself. Defining your story, defining yourself, controlling your story is vital to your well-being. So from this point forward, this day on, I want each and every one of you to commit to creating and implementing a new narrative that focuses on all that is positive about your powerful spirit, your intellect, and your beauty. Focus and celebrate the power of your spirit, your intellect, and your beauty. During this new narrative creation exercise, what we hope to accomplish is to enhance your ability to create the life you deserve, to help you see the value of your personal story, and to encourage you to engage in acts of self-love regularly. We want to help you identify and eliminate the oppressive language you have been using to describe yourself. And we want to empower you to regain control of your story and to eliminate those negative labels that other people have placed on you and you've taken into your heart and into your being. We usually take a whole day to do this workshop. I have a workbook that you can write me. I'll give you some contact information at the end that goes through each and every step of this process. So my question to you is, are you living your life, the one you wish for yourself, or one that was created for you? For example, those of us who are descendants of enslaved Africans have been subjected to the dictates of others' narratives of our history, of our worth, of our future, of our very souls. This has resulted in us living someone else's version of our story, living someone else's religion, living someone else's narrative about how you are and how you're supposed to be, what is beautiful to you, what is valuable to you. We, in essence, are existing in a world that is contradictory to the core of our being because we were taken out of our natural born environment and brought somewhere else involuntarily. Now, people of color, women, and those who have suffered abuse and trauma may also experience this same thing. Now, none of those may be applicable to you, but you may be living your life through the lens of others. Today, I want you to take some deep breaths and declare that you are going to take control of your definition of you and see yourself through your lens, through your eyes, how you wish to view yourself. The first thing that we want to do is I want to make sure that everyone can get centered and focused. I mean, we're going to do some writing, but I need you to connect with your very core in doing this exercise, this writing exercise. So the first thing that we're going to do is get centered. I want you to sit with your back against the chair or the sofa, wherever you are. Try to find something that has a back. Make sure that your feet are touching the floor. Make sure that your arms and your fingers and hands and your legs are uncrossed. I want you to close your eyes if you feel comfortable and follow my instructions. I want you to begin to breathe deeply and take a few breaths. Nothing forced, just breathe. Now I want you to breathe a little deeper, inhaling to 3. 1, 2, 3. Exhaling. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. At this point, I want you to continue breathing. And now focus on your rhythm, the rhythm of your breath. That rhythm that is designed specifically for you. As you continue to breathe, I want you to put your right hand on your heart and visualize your breath moving into your body through your bloodstream, penetrating your blood cells, into your heart, and throughout your entire body. As you inhale, 1, 2, 3, I want you to visualize and feel that breath entering, flowing through you, and then exhale. Feel your breath, feel your heartbeat, and connect with them. Continue to breathe in, 1, 2, 3, and exhale, 1, 2, 3. I want you to inhale peace and calm. Let it flow through your body. 1, 2, 3. Exhale stress and doubt. Push it out with that breath. I want you to inhale positivity. 1, 2, 3. See the positive you, and exhale all that is negative that you have been holding on to. I want you to inhale safety and security, feeling secure in your being, and exhale fear and doubt. Push it out of your body. I want you to inhale deeply and connect with your creative self. All that is wonderful and creative about you. And release, exhale any stagnation that you're holding on to. Release any negativity that you are holding on to, any obstacles. You're pushing them out of your life as you continue to breathe in and out, in and out. Inhale and embrace your authentic self. Let it fill up your chest. Let it pump you up. And when you exhale, release everything that you are not. I want you at this point to continue to breathe deeply, taking in your own rhythm, feeling your own rhythm, envisioning in your mind's eye the very best you. And I want you to slowly open your eyes and come back to us in this group. So as you focus on how you're feeling, right now, I want you to join me as we work through some of those narratives that you're holding on to. But remember, in your mind's eye, you are holding on to a view of your best self. So as we note those things that may be giving you some negative feelings, remember that we're talking about those things to eliminate them. I want you to keep breathing. When it begins to get too hard, I want you to remember your very best self. Give yourself permission to feel and let go. Be honest with yourself because this exercise is for you. Right now, we are going to identify, write down, and then begin the process of elimination of that negative language that we use to describe ourselves. Statements like, I'm too black, I'm not black enough, my hair is too nappy, my hair is too straight, I'm so fat, I'm so crazy, I'm so lazy, I procrastinate enough, I'm not clean enough, I never get anything done on time. Those things plague us and seep into our consciousness, and they become toxic as we replay them over and over and over again in our spirit. I want you to consider some of those negative words that you say to yourself. I want you to write those words down. Make a note. I don't want you to write down full sentences. Don't give them that much energy. Just a word or two. Leave space on the right side next to each word. And we're going to take about 3 minutes to do this exercise. I want you to be sure to keep breathing. When you feel it getting stressful, I want you to grab hold to that picture of your best self. Keep breathing and jotting. Just going to take a few minutes to do that. You are still breathing in. 1, 2, 3. And breathing out. 1, 2, 3. You are continuing to breathe. Do not hold your breath during this exercise. Just 1 more minute, because we're not going to stay trapped in the negative too long. You're continuing to breathe as you put onto paper all of those labels and titles and narrative that you no longer need, that you have to get rid of so that you can move forward. Okay, everyone. I want you to stop. Make sure your hands, your arms, your feet are uncrossed. Make sure that you are not clenching. I want you to breathe and let the oxygen flow through your body, recalling your best self and remembering that these things are things that you don't wish to hold on to. Right now, I want you to rate how you feel about those negative narratives. In this one, 10 is, hey, I'm cool. I don't take that stuff on. I don't carry that stuff around with me. 1 is, this is really, really painful and it makes me sad and angry. Rate your feelings about this and write it down. Right now, I want you to consider who told you this. Where did you get this description of yourself? I want you to look at each word and phrase and consider, are these descriptors something that you felt about yourself, something that you assigned to yourself, or is it based on the language someone else used to describe you and you just took it on and took it to heart? I want you, next to each one on the left-hand side of that, write M for me, stating that it's your language, you gave yourself that title. Or write a T for them. We're just going to take 1 minute to do that. Okay, everyone. I want you to be sure that you are breathing. Ensure that you are taking some deep breaths. I want you to look at your list again and write down how you feel. Be honest with yourself. Do you believe that any or all of these things are true? Write down why you think they're true or why you know that they are not true. And if, when you look at your list, write down why you accepted what other people said about you as fact. And we're just going to take 3 minutes to do that. We're writing to heal, y'all. Be honest with yourself. want you to keep breathing. I'm just going to take a few minutes more. Is that thing really true? Okay, I want everyone to stop. Look at your list and consider what you have written here. Do you see that you have adopted this language about yourself from someone else's view of you? Are the majority of things that you find negative, are they things that have come from someone else, someone else's narrative? Or are there things that you wish you could improve? Because the beautiful thing about having breath every day is it presents the opportunity to improve or change your life. I want you to keep breathing. It's important. I keep reminding you to breathe because when we're doing this work, it's easy to stop breathing. It's easy to clench up, be all tight. Oh! So keep breathing. Feel free to make comments, and I'll try my best to address them as we go along. Right now, I want you to look at this list again. This time, as you look at each word, think of words that are opposite of those negative words, labels, and descriptors that you use. I want you to read each word aloud, and then next to it, in big and bold letters, write an opposite, positive, powerful word next to it. Keep in mind, this will become a description that you can use. This description that you can use to see yourself in a more positive light. This description that you can use to empower and improve your view of yourself, improve your self-esteem, improve on your self-worth. We're going to take 3 minutes to do that. Just a few more seconds. We're going to focus on this, and then we are going to evaluate. Now I want you to stop, take a deep breath, and I want you to look at whether or not, look at those positive words, and then write down whether or not you believe these positive things are true about yourself. And write down why or why not. This time, I want you to write your answer in complete sentences. And remember to keep breathing, slow, steady, and deliberate breaths, inhaling all that is positive and beautiful about you, and exhaling anything that is negative and unnecessary. Remembering to breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. If you don't believe those positive words that you have written on your paper are true or can be true about yourself, why? What is stopping you from being the very best, from seeing yourself in the most positive light possible? A few seconds more. Look at those positive words and take them into yourself. Take them into your being. Okay? Right now, I want you to repeat after me. Affirm and proclaim. I define me. I am the best me there is. I define me. No one else's narrative about me matters. I define me. I embrace my wholeness. I embrace my perfections and my imperfections. I define me. I define me. I define me. I define me. And scream it out. I define me. Yes. Now lift your hands up in the air and celebrate. Shout. Define yourself. Embrace yourself. You are the owner of your narrative. We are going to wrap this up with a tap. Now, tapping is EFT. Just 1 minute though. before we jump right into it, I want you to just take a deep breath in and out, and in and out, embracing and letting that new, more positive narrative sink in. Okay? Want you to keep breathing. All right. Now we can talk about tapping. Tapping is a wonderful, fabulous tool that's used by professional therapists, by lay practitioners like myself, even someone like the great Iyanla Vanzant uses tapping. Tapping is emotional freedom technique, or EFT. It assists people to work through their emotions. Sometimes it can even help you get through physical pain and distress. It's often used to balance energy, create new beliefs, replace language and beliefs that are negative, and cause obstructions to your success, cause obstructions to your healing. This disclaimer, tapping is not medically prescribed. It's not going to fix you, but it is a tool that you can use to help you begin to work through your issues and change your view of yourself in this case. For serious trauma, there is no shame in seeking help from a licensed medical professional. Never go against the advice of your doctor to tap. Today, we're going to tap on some specific pressure points while identifying negative narratives and replacing them with new, more positive narratives. It may seem a little harsh at first. In the end, it may even seem a little silly, but I'm asking you to trust the process and follow through to the end. I'm going to switch places now, and Turbado is going to come in and he will model. I will say the tapping point and then the phrase, and you and Turbado will tap and repeat after me. Before we start tapping, I want you to rate. Remember what your rating was, on that negative tap. Remember what it was. Make sure you can access this at the end of our tap. I want you to start breathing. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to say remember, I'm going to say the tapping point, and then you will mimic Turbado's movements and repeat after me. Karate chop. Even though I have this negative narrative about myself in my head, I choose to completely love and accept myself.
Even though I have this negative
narrative about myself, in my head, I choose to completely love, and accept myself. Even though I have a part of me, that believes this narrative, and allows it to define who I am. I choose to completely love. And accept that part of me. Even though I have held on to this negative narrative. And it prevents me from embracing my true identity. I choose to release that negative narrative now. And completely love.
and completely love
and accept myself.
and accept myself.
Eyebrows. This negative narrative.
This negative narrative.
Side eye. This mean, hurtful narrative.
This mean, hurtful narrative.
Under eye. This negative voice.
This negative voice.
That keeps me isolated and blocked.
That keeps me isolated and blocked.
Under nose. This mean, critical voice.
This mean, critical voice.
Chin. This voice that makes me have bad feelings.
This voice that makes me have bad feelings.
Collarbone. This voice that keeps me from standing tall.
This voice that keeps me from standing tall.
Underarm. This voice that makes me stay silent.
This voice that makes me stay silent.
Pinky finger. I am the best me.
I am the best me.
Next finger. I am the best me.
I am the best me.
Next finger. I am the best me.
I am the best me.
Next finger. I am the best me.
I am the best me.
Thumb. I am the best me.
I am the best me.
Between your pinky and your ring, I am the best me. Right here, Father.
I am the best me.
Top of your head. I release that narrative now.
I release that narrative now.
And embrace my true identity.
And embrace my true identity.
Eyebrow. I completely love.
I completely love.
And accept all parts of me.
And completely accept all parts of me.
Side eye. I release this narrative.
I release this narrative.
That is negative.
That is negative.
And has become a part of me.
And has become a part of me.
Under eye. I am open to share.
I am open to share.
My authentic self.
My authentic self.
With those who love me.
With those who love me.
Under your nose. I am open to tell.
I am open to tell.
All my true stories.
All my true stories.
Chin. I am open.
I am open.
To embracing all of me.
To embracing all of me.
Collarbone. I am beautiful inside and out.
I am beautiful inside and out.
Underarm. I am powerful.
I am powerful.
And I claim my rightful place.
And I claim my rightful place.
In this world.
In this world.
Finger, pinky finger. I am the best me.
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 Middle finger. I am the best me.
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 Your thumb. I am the best me.
I am the best me.
Between your pinky and ring finger, my spirit is at peace.
My spirit is at peace.
My soul soars high.
My soul soars high.
Top of the head. I am proud of who I am.
I am proud of who I am.
Eyebrow. I love and accept myself.
I love and accept myself.
Side of the eye. I love and accept that I am a great person.
I love and accept that I am a great person.
I am the under eye. I am the best me there is.
I am the best me there is.
Under nose. I am a good person.
I am a good person.
Chin. I am perfectly me.
I am perfectly me.
Collarbone. I give myself the benefit of the doubt.
I give myself the benefit of the doubt.
Underarm. I love and eliminate the negative part of me.
I love and eliminate the negative part of me.
Pinky finger. I am perfectly me.
I am perfectly me.
Next finger. I am perfectly me.
I am perfectly me.
Next finger, middle finger, I am perfectly me.
I am perfectly me.
Next finger, I am perfectly me.
I am perfectly me.
thumb, I am perfectly me.
I am perfectly me.
Between your pinky and ring finger, I release the negative language.
I release the negative language.
And that shaming part of me now.
And that shaming part of me now.
Top of your head, I am perfectly me.
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 I would like you to inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. I want you to close your eyes. Now open your eyes. Using your eyes only, I want you to look down and to the right. Now look back up again. Using your eyes only, I want you to look down and to the left. Now look back up again. I want you to roll your eyes around to the right. Using your eyes only, roll your eyes around to the left. Hum the first two lines of Happy Birthday. Count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want you to count backwards from 5, aloud. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hum those first two lines of Happy Birthday again. Okay. Roll your eyes up to the ceiling and back down to the floor. Keep breathing. I want you to center yourself, look inside yourself. And I want you to now rate how you feel right now, embracing those new narrative, those new words and descriptors. 1 being, I'm cool. This doesn't affect me. 10 being, it's totally stressing me out still. If your number has not decreased, then you can try the tap again, making sure you breathe. You don't have to remember all the words and all the movements, but you can just tap. I am perfectly me. I am positively me. Okay. Thank you, Tabata. I want everyone to keep breathing. We're just going to take a few more minutes, and I want you to brainstorm and write down. Let me come back to you. Brainstorm and write down a new narrative. I want you to write down 3 things. I want you to write down, I am perfectly me. And under those 3 sentences that start with I am. I am great. I am beautiful. I am positive. I am spiritual. I am blessed. I am knowledgeable. We're just going to take a few minutes to focus on that. If you get stuck, there are a few words there. That might be helpful to you. Just a few minutes more. Be sure that you are breathing. And embracing your new narrative. Feeling positive and optimistic. In a few seconds, we are going to read out our new narrative together using the script in front of you. Okay, let's begin. My name is Terri. I am spiritual. I am creative. I am beautiful. And I am perfectly me. Now you do it. My name is, I am, I am, I am, I am perfectly me. Whoo, that was big, y'all. I thank you for taking this journey with me, and I hope it's been really helpful to you. I want to give you one last assignment. Before you go to bed tonight, I want you to place a bottle or a bottle of water or a glass of water on your bedside. When you awake in the morning, say a prayer or make a statement of gratitude to the Most High or to your higher self. Over your glass of water, I want you to speak your intent for the day. Say at least 3 positive things about yourself. Then I want you to breathe over that glass of water to infuse it, to empower it, and to give it your ashe and your blessings. Then I want you to drink that glass of water and say amen, say thank you, or say so it is. I do this every day to start out with gratitude for my life and set the tone for my day. Doesn't always guarantee that your day will be perfect, but it does offer a point for refocusing when things get tough. It also reminds me of how great I am. All right, please be sure to put your comments in the chat. You can email me at queensroom1@gmail.com to complete a workshop evaluation if you feel so inclined. And please let me know if you'd like to know about upcoming events from Bailey Learning Arts in the Queen's Room. And if you need another session or you'd like to further investigate how tapping can help you, you can email me at that same email address. You can visit thequeensroom.org. And if you end up wanting a service, be sure to mention that you participated in this workshop and I'll give you a discount. Thank you so much